Hello friends, hope you're doing well. Hope you are enjoying your week and having a good small group session together this evening. We are in a new series at Sunny Hill called Made New. And we're thinking in this series about how it is that we change. How do we as Christians grow in Christ-likeness? Dom helped us last week by saying that if we really want to see transformation in our lives, what we most need is not ambitious resolutions, but deeper revelations. In other words, if we really want to see true and lasting change in our lives, what we most need is to come to a greater understanding of who God is and of what he has done for us in Christ. And on the weekend just gone, I tried to build upon this idea by turning to some of Paul's words in Romans 8, verses 14 to 16. It says this, it says, "Those who are led by the Spirit of God are children of God. The Spirit you received does not make you slaves so that you live in fear again. Rather, the Spirit you received brought about your adoption to sonship. And by him we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit himself testifies with our spirit that we are God's children." These are amazing words that were penned by the Apostle Paul. And there is a deep revelation for us to lay a hold of in these words. The text basically shows us that God is not a slave master and we are not his slaves. God instead is a father and we are his children. This distinction is crucial to grasp as we think about growing in our walk with God. There is all the difference in the world between the relationship of a slave and their master and the relationship of a child and their father. See, slaves are only valuable to their masters as long as they are useful to them. You know, if a slave performs really well, completes every task assigned to them by the master, follows all of the master's instructions, works hard, works diligently, and never makes any mistakes, well, then the slave has a certain amount of value. But as soon as the slave drops off in its performance, as soon as they stop working hard or they make mistakes or they fail to complete tasks, well, then they become unvaluable to the master. And they might even be rejected, punished, or even disowned by the master. But the relationship between a father and their child is entirely different. You see, the value of a child to the father and the love of the father towards the child is not at all dependent on performance. It's entirely dependent upon identity. So if a child fails, disappoints, stuffs up, or screws up, it doesn't change the way the father feels about the child. And this is the kind of relationship that Paul says we have been brought into with God. He is our Father and we are his children. And so no matter how well we perform or how hard we work, his love for us and our value for him doesn't change. And when we stuff up and screw up and fail miserably, which we often do, his love for us and his delight in us does not change. And when this revelation hits our hearts, I think it gives us a new level of energy and motivation to want to walk in the ways that God is calling us to walk. This revelation gives us a new power to really put to death the things in our lives that do not honor God. And so rather than a stronger resolve or an ambitious goal, if this revelation of the Father's heart, the unchanging heart of the Father towards his children, hits our hearts, I think we are in a better position to see true and lasting change in our lives. I guess that was kind of the heart of the message on Sunday. There's lots more to it, and if you want to listen to the full thing, to the full message, I'm sure you can find that online as well. But just in your small groups for now, there are a few questions accompanying this summary. You can discuss them, and I'll be praying that you receive deeper revelation together as you do. Bless you.